It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
To the air right away is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the...
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goedert. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Hurts. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Dicker's kick is good, and the Chargers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts will work here from the pistol. In trouble, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Hurts now. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And not a whole lot going to come from that one. only to about the 39. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's the rookie from Ole Miss. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, L.A. We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back in Southern California in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. On play action now, Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. To the goal line and in. That McConkey. Touchdown, L.A.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are on top. It's now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Dotson, the man in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Chargers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. To the right side here, pass is caught, and they're going to get him down right at the 25.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Play action now. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. A pickup of 15 in the air, and the Chargers have the first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing, Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Pass caught right side by Conklin. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Herbert. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will get out in front 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. This one complete right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Man in motion is Brown. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This a 42-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Herbert now on first down. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw, it's Herbert. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A second down throw for Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, Hurts. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Room to run at the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 39 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get forward for a couple. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Going up top. That's caught! And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Now Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will go up by 7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, Herbert. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he will score! Quentin Johnston, touchdown, L.A.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through, and the Chargers will go up by 7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Hurts working in the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Hurts again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. Hurts to throw. Crazy. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is fourth and goal.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down and goal. That one taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Right back to him on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Important punt here in this tie game late. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Hurts now. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's second down. To throw, Hurts. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Hurts. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That ball intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win this game here in overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end Conklin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Harris. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's into the end zone yet again. Lad McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to keep it himself. That one good for 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On first down, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Now Hurts. This one caught at the 4. Nice run here on 2nd down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Gotta have it right here to extend this overtime. 4th and goal. Off the play fake, Hurts. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.